Ever since I was young, I have always been a fan of racing. Never really been out to do it much myself, but I did go out on occasion. But there's a bit of a trend. Like DTM, V8 supercars even, they are now all two doors. I mean, it's a bit boring, a bit homogenous, but I mean, it's a trend, and at the moment, coupes are looking pretty good. But if, like, this was our muscle car coupe of choice back in the 90s, I'm not surprised that we didn't use these. There's also other race series that also really love two doors, and that comes down to things like this. GT3, a really fun race series that I really like because it's based upon real cars, and I want to kind of make more race cars in this game, and more modern stuff is also very fun. And out of all muscle cars, this is the newest, but I don't think it comes in a 4-door. So I'm thinking, I reckon I can turn this into a coupe with just, you know, some minor tweaking. I don't see how this could ever go wrong. Oh my god, this is going to be one of the most tedious mods I've ever done. Let me walk you through this. So you see that we got the back door there? I can kind of like select this part, shorten up the body, and then tediously remove that seam, stop this from being considered a door altogether, and I think that's pretty much all we need to do. We will end up with, however, a shorter wheelbase. Actually, I suppose is there much of a wheelbase difference between coupes and 4-doors? The Dodge Charger, which is a 4-door, is 120, whatever that is. 3 meters! Holy cow! You're a chunky bitch! What about the Dodge Challenger? 110, is that the... Nope, that is a little bit shorter. There we go, 110, that's 2.7. That's still really long. I gotta shorten up the wheelbase a bit. Bastion Coupe. Now, this one's going to get a little bit tricky because I'm not just taking some files, I'm basically going to be making a whole new mod because it's not going to be compatible because they have different wheelbases. So, Bastion right here. Gonna grab this and just basically everything. I've never done anything like this before, so we're gonna see how it works. Probably not that great. But wait, hold on. Oh, you know what? I could actually undo that and just do a fork of the body. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna do a fork. Hopefully that'll work. So undo you, put you back to a normal name, and let's have a quick look at the J-beams. And with the root J-beam, there is nothing. Good, okay, this is usable. So there's no flex bodies in here, which means that I'm not gonna have any sort of conflict, and there's no nodes made, so there's no wheelbase selection as well. So, I don't have to create a whole new mod, which is going to potentially cause issues if there's any sort of lure that calls upon things that I don't know about. The only thing that might be a bit of an issue is this, but there's no location data here. Just some things which I don't fully understand. So let's just start with the basics. Bastion DAE. There is going to be a lot to select from. I think we're gonna go with a sporty only version, so I can see that there's some fender flares. Do I want those? That is a lot of extra effort, and if we have a look in here, only one vehicle comes with it. Yeah, you could totally see that there's a thing on here, and that might actually get used in a GT3 car. Methinks I might keep them. And now with only like the things that we need, we're gonna select just the fender flares, go, select everything else, hide that, and now we're just gonna merge these together. This is gonna be totally easy and not tedious at all. And that actually already looks a hell of a lot better. Can barely tell. You can hide these now, and now all we want to do is work on these two bips and bobs, which it's also a part of the main body. Oh, this one's gonna be a pain. But you know what? We could do the same thing, except just a little bit more complicated this time. Invert the selection, hide that. Now we have just these parts. So this will not be too hard. So let's join them together. Wait, hold on. No, we gotta select the body last, then join them together under the name of body. And F7, if we go in here, if we now go and delete half of this, Now we have to do is work on half of it, and then we can reapply the mirror modifier. And we don't need to separate the fenders and all that sort of stuff. That is completely unnecessary. What we're gonna have to do though is get rid of this. This is gonna be a pain in the butt. Then delete vertices. Now we get to put it all back in. And now if we just have a look here, that is pretty darn flat. You can almost not tell. Whew, okay. But there's also a lot of like inner door lining stuff that doesn't need to exist. If we go and do a loop select, perfect. So we can get rid of the door seam. And it's starting to look a little bit better with removing the inner door liners. Seems to be something weird going on here though. So let's select all of that. And M by distance. Okay, there were some invisible vectors. Get rid of this edge here. Oh, no, delete edge. And then... Okay, we've done that part. Now I realize, God, there's so much more to do. Perfect. That was only mildly tedious. So now we have nearly a coupe. Perfect. And this can just be like a liner of some sort. So the big one. Oh, hold on, no, everything. You know what? We should really only select the body parts and leave suspension because I don't want them to be like a squish sort of thing. God, there are so many things in here. I actually, you know what, hold on. Because we want tubes to be round, we might also get rid of the roll cage for now. Now, let's go into edit everything. Ooh, this is gonna be a mess. So, like, here backwards is probably a good place to work with. I'm thinking at the very least. I don't... Ooh. This is probably going to affect the wheels as well, huh? How do I go about this? This is tricky dicky. I have an idea. So we are going to select a vertice at the very front here, then active element, and scale on the y-axis. So we could just bring that up easily. That's... Yeah, as you can see, it not worked great. Let's just move it forwards. GY. Then control minus. And get rid of some of these bits. GY. Get rid of some of these things. Whenever we're removing a line, we're just gonna go control minus and screw the interior all together. Doesn't need to be a perfect mod, just needs to be a working one. And now that is looking a little bit more like a coupe. Whew, that took a lot of effort, but we got there. Now all I have to do is just rename everything that's been modified, which is, yeah, also very messy. Let's bring back that roll cage and, everything else. Oof. You know what? What do we got here? So the roll cage wasn't actually too badly affected. That we can just move... Oh, no, hold on. Move that way. And basically done. Not much harm at all. We deselect the body. And we go in and now... We're just gonna fiddle with something. We're gonna select all of this. Except we don't want to move the exhaust pipe and we don't want to move this. So GY, move that up a little bit. Now the exhaust is crushing a bit. GY, let's move that again. I feel that this exhaust is having a hell of a time. Keep moving it along the Y-axis. We basically want this to line up. There's a lot to move here. What have we got? So yeah, that exhaust is having... a bit of a crush time, but you know what? It's fine. Doesn't need to be a perfect mod. Just needs to be good enough. Oh, and then we got like a big part of exhaust. Good. Then all we need to do is just move that forward, that last bit, and it should sit about there. Is that correct? I feel that's correct. Let's go rename everything now. The things we don't need to work on though, I believe is this shroud didn't get changed, this didn't get changed, this didn't, this didn't, this didn't. There's a lot of things here that didn't end up getting edited. Now, select everything, and what was it again? I think it was Shift F2. No, that was the wrong thing to do. Control F2. There we go. Now we want to do set name, have a suffix of coupe. Whew, thank God. Okay, does that good? Everything now has coupe written on it. Thank God. Now we re-export everything in the Bastion as the Bastion DAE. Go in here and call this Bastion underscore coupe. Nice. The next thing, Bastion body. This is going to be Bastion body underscore coupe. You know when I said that this is going to be a lot of tedious work? Because now we're going to have to do like all of that like coupe thing, but individually for every single flex body that is affected. And I'm also going to have to go in and change how the collision mesh works, which is going to be a real annoyance. You know what, actually, quickly we can get rid of the doors. We don't need those. And then call this coupe. And we should also lock these off. So fender, that one's fine. Door, spotlight. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Oh, frick. I didn't measure how much further I moved it. Damn. Well, let's do a little bit of comparison with the default. And that's going to require me grabbing just something like this. Then back in here, if we paste it in, we can select you, and then just measure a distance between 2 bits. This is going to be a little bit tricky, but here we go. That is basically 2 to 2.1. Nice. So, trunk is going to be limited to just the coupe. The hood's all good, side skirt's all good, bumper rear is going to change 2083. That's basically all I remember. There we go. Then rear suspension gets moved.
Are you sure about that?
Now we put that on all of these. Reinforcement, I believe that's also there. Let's save that for now and see what we got. Let's give this an easier color to look at so we can compare the two when I now go in and give this thing the, oh no, hold on, Control L will reload all the lure and new folder access that I have. And now with that refresh, coupe unibody. How much is it gonna hate? Whoa, okay, I've moved things the wrong way. All right, let's put the minuses in there because I'm a big derp. Now let's reload and reload. There we go, trunks in place, all that sort of stuff. Suspension has moved, but, oh, it's because I added it to the front? God, I'm an idiot. I hope my editor didn't pick up on that one. There we go, save that. Now this shouldn't have an issue. Perfect. Now in Node Beam Editor, if it works for me, can't really see through the face. Is there a way to draw triangles? Good. No? Oh, there we go, good. So nothing in there. We just need to now move it. Can I have like a precise control over this? Nope. Okay, great. There's no feedback whatsoever on where I'm moving this. That's great. And there's also like no undo. Yeah, no undo. God damn it. So as we can keep an eye on which ones we're moving. So we got, let's keep an eye on 7L. God, these camera controls suck in this ancient program. Okay, we need to get this to 22371. That'll be easy. Save J-beam. Hopefully that doesn't cause any issues, shouldn't. But let's reopen this up to see just how bad things messed up. You know what? No, formatting still seems pretty good. Numbers now are like 1 billion characters long. Everything seems fine. All right, Control R, baby. Great. You know, that doesn't look so bad. What we have now is the fact our wheels and tires are not both moved together. There's also no, like, side of vehicle. That's an issue. Grab suspension R, and this will also have coupe in there. Nope, that's wrong. And we can get rid of everything except for the main J-beam. We don't need to change anything else here. It should all be hunky-dory. Goodbye. Then, node offset. Why? This now has to change this number and paste that in there. Now, if we put this in here, refresh again. Oh, you know what? It's because I don't have the right suspension selected. We still got the game paused as well, if you're wondering. Let's go independent, coupe independent rear suspension. Perfect. Now, if we unpause, nice. Perfectamundo. Now, we'll deal with the body not showing up in a second. I just wanted to get to that point. We're also... The brakes are not moving. Wheel data, brakes. Okay, we can move you forward as well. Minus 0.2083. Now, to undo my whoopsie-daisy, you apply mirror. Okay, that will fix that issue. Oh boy, okay, so we don't have the rear backlight thing, like, yeah. Is there a rear door? There is a rear door. Is that? Oh, there's not actually anything there. Oh, that's that stupid UV unwrap garbage. Let's grab these panels, which all we need selected is actually these things. And then if this is the image, all we need to do is just move that slightly, and hopefully that'll fix this issue. Back to BeamNG, and it should auto refresh, and perfect, nothing there. What happened to the rear backlight thing? Where'd that go? Oh, it's because I added coupe. Now I realize that I don't need coupe on there at all. Oh dear. Rear glass. For that, we're gonna grab doors rear. We just want this and this. Now if we refresh, yeah, that's perfect. Yep. Is that, wait, are we done? Is that everything? Have I already made the coupe? I honestly thought this was going to take a hell of a lot longer. The only thing I haven't really done is the drive shaft. You can't really see the drive shaft, so I think we're good. Oh my god, so what is this car like as a two-door? Oh, I see the side skirts. We're not completely done. Very close. Why is the front bumper? Oh, front left fender. Yeah, wide body front fender. Okay, yeah, it was uneven. Okay, let's also call this the coupe and save. I can't believe that was actually so easy. I honestly thought this was going to be one of the worst mods ever to make, but it's been like only 2 hours, maybe? 3 hours. 4 hours, maybe? Yeah, about 4 hours, which is considerably less than normal. This thing's still massively understeers. So, if you've liked this so far, go ahead, like it, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and go check out my IRL channel. What I'm going to do now is do a little bit of speed comparison. I feel that this could be a bit lighter, and that's to grab these things, which I know are at least in the automation vehicle, so we're going to grab that. The idea of these doodads is to scale everything, as it says. Deform strength and whatnot, we don't need that, just these values. They're not going to be a value like that, they're going to be 0.94, I reckon. Come back to here, our vehicle weight is exactly 2 tons. And this one is also a little over 2 tons. If we now hit Control R, is everything gonna break? No. But we have dropped about 100 kilos. This is going to be a nightmare to drive. I'm gonna set this to 2 laps so it's easier to like restart over and over again. And give it a try. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Let's turn ESC off. And retry. Getting this thing into its power band is fraught with peril. Okay. Coming around the first corner. No traction control. And it bucks like crazy. God damn it. And a restart. You know what? I think I'm gonna go full sweat mode for this. Oh, almost didn't get it pulled up in time. Oh, okay. This thing has, like, tremendous lift-off oversteer, like, huge amounts of it. This thing needs to come from factory with, like, really super wide tires or slicks, like, come on. And coming up, last chicane. Fairly smooth on the power. And power it down now. That was a 207.417. Okay. Not the fastest time I've ever done, but yeah. Alright, time now for the coupe version. It is hard to put that power down without traction control. Yes, I am actually slower, because I was considering switching into the next gear by the time I got here with traction control on. So I just have to be smooth. Very, very smooth. Heel and towing it wherever I can. Keep it really consistent. This thing's engine braking is intense. Alright, bringing it down now. Don't want to go into first gear, because I don't need that amount of power. And now powering it down the back straight. Take a big breath. Probably don't need to go into top gear for this one. Oh, a little bit light over the ridge. Down into second. Oh, we're drifting. That's not where I want to be. Oops. Don't want to lift off oversteer, because that is a problem. Alright, into the corkscrew. Try to not lose control. Power down to the final chicane now. Whoop. And ease it on. Third gear. Oh, third gear is meant to be safety. Why is it not safe? Oh, hey, even with the crash, it was worth like less than a second. Oh, no, hold on. That's a little bit over. Sorry, I meant, yeah, a little bit over 1 second. Hell yeah. Wait, no, that is less than a second. No, I just did the math in my head. That's like 0.3 of a second. Fantastic car. This will be up in the repository as soon as it is approved. Hopefully it will go through without any issues. But for now, that's basically it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Go check out my IRL channel. And suck my dick. Goodbye! Oh, wait, yeah. Also, channel members, thank you. You don't have to suck my dick. You know, well, unless you want to.